And so we said, through the voice of Saint Germain last January, that you would be entering into a time when the physical light would be changing the material form of your planet. Didn't expect it to look like this, did you? The physical light infusing into the third dimension creates a complete change. In the 4th month of this year, Saint Germain spoke to you on the full moon about infusion of light being like thinking about mainlining it into your bloodstream. Mainlining light through a hypodermic needle directly into your bloodstream would change your body, would change the physical form. Light has been infusing your matter earth at such a high degree in the last 6, 8, 10 months that you have increasingly experienced changes that seem to be not what you asked for, changes that seem to be faster than you desired. In order to transmutate what is, things have to come up, mainly fears. You have experienced, especially in this Western world, a greater connection to fear. I am Michael, burning bright, bringing the sword of truth and light. The angelic realm is with you tonight. As you continue to draw the breath into the body, know that we, the archangels, angels, guardian angels, stand by your side. We are more able to penetrate the earth through those penetrations at light that have come into the third dimension. So we are with you if you call us. We are with you if you receive us. We are with you if you notice us. It is still very important to slow down and calm the body. The vibration of the emotional body and the vibration of the mental body when it goes into tension and when emotions go into the fear vibrations creating anger, hurt, frustration, sadness, and so on, it is much harder to penetrate the veil around you. When you most need us, you reject us. When you most need us, you reject us by your attachment to fear. We spoke earlier about the attachment to fear, and we are speaking now about your removal of the old energy vibration of fear. The image was given by Saint Germain to several that came together to channel. The image was given as something being removed from the body that was a generational generator. Think of that vibration as you breathe in. What generations do you physically come from? As you breathe, holding your palms home, ask to connect to your ancestors now. Ask to connect to your ancestral line. Ask to connect to those beings that you have collected around and incarnated through creating patterns. The Egyptian, the Syrians, the Hebrew, the Celtic, the Assyrians, the Macedonians, those that have come from the British Isles, those that have come from Atlantis, the Native American tribes, the Asians, the Asian people, those from the continents of Africa. As you breathe into the body, connect to your ancestral patterns. Connect, connect, connect. Hold the palms open and go back. Generationally and generating, you are releasing the fear generator from your being. Imagine coughing it up from your system right now. Breathing in and cast it out. Cast it out. In the Old Testament, there were stories about the master of the Piscean age casting demons out of people, casting the vibrations of fear. This is what they were speaking of. The fear vibrations actually are within the system, like a generator. So generationally, those generators repeated patterns over and over in your soul incarnations. You are releasing them now. The portal that is open now through this full moon and will increase in the next 48 hours, this portal is a portal that allows you to go through it and release generational patterns. By calling your ancestors to you, with you in this circle now, and toning together, calling on Michael, bringing in the sword of light and truth, you can cut the ties for your ancestors and for yourselves. You can cut to the ties to fear-based memories, generational fears, generational horrors, generational pain and sorrow, generational plagues and holocausts, wars, and deaths, fears of deaths. I am Michael, burning bright. When you are ready, call in the generations of your ancestors tonight. Grandmothers, grandfathers, come to me now. Grandmothers, grandfathers of my biological line, my generational line, my genetic heritage, I call you into this circle now with these 30-some-odd human beings that stand here shoulder to shoulder with the angelic realm, the archangels, the guides, the guardians. Tonight, grandmothers and grandfathers, I call you to be with me, to help me to release my connection to generational fears. You may know 1 generation to 2 generations back the patterns and proclivities of your family. You may recognize the patterns of lack, of sorrow, of poor, of fright, of fear, of less than, of anger, and so on and so forth. But you are going back on a journey tonight all the way to the beginning. When your ancestors came from the stars, when your ancestors mixed with angelic vibration and star vibration, when sons and daughters of the earth connected across the universe, you are going back. You are breathing into your being. Hold those palms up somewhere around the head, around the third eye chakra, holding the palms up with the fingers pointing out. Michael, Michael, burning bright, bring the sword of truth and light. And again, repeat and call on your grandmothers and grandfathers, the generational patterns. As you breathe and call on them, feel the threads in your spinal cord beginning to tingle. Feel the threads in your nervous system moving throughout your body. Feel the nerve impulses moving freely and smoothly, twirling around the body and releasing these patterns of fear. These patterns of fear. Bring yourself into the steady knowing of peace and harmony. Call on me, Michael, Michael, burning bright. Bring the sword of truth and light into my existence tonight. And call on, if there are any beings that come to you that you need to cut ties with because your ties are created in fear, you will see them during this process. And during this process, you will be able to release them into bubbles of light and see them sailing off into the universe like the little prince on a star. I am Michael, burning bright. Bring the sword of truth and light. Call on me tonight. You may repeat, Michael, Michael, burning bright. Bring the sword of truth and light. Michael, Michael, burning bright, bring the sword of truth and light. Michael, Michael, burning bright, bring the sword of truth and light. Illuminate my fears and set me free of them tonight. Illuminate the fears of my grandmothers and grandfathers, of my parents, my siblings, of generations going back. Illuminate the fears, illuminate the attachment to fears, and set them free in bubbles of light. Toning now 10 times, hands up around the forehead, third eye tonight, fingers pointing out. Oh